You ever see a kid do something and think, that's going to be someone's Netflix documentary one day? Not the obvious stuff, like yelling at pigeons or trying to skateboard down a staircase. I mean the quiet stuff, the kind of thing you can't unsee, where you get this little internal whisper that says, yeah, that's how it starts. Turns out, scientists have been studying one particular childhood habit for decades, and the results are not exactly reassuring, because it's not tantrums. It's not acting out. It's not even the creepy kid in class who draws nothing but knives. It's something much smaller, much easier to dismiss. And if you're unlucky, it's something you might have seen firsthand. Before you start scanning every child at the playground like you're casting the preschool version of Mindhunter, let's get something straight. Not every kid who does this becomes a villain in a true crime doc. Some grow out of it. Some get help. Some just turn into your mildly weird coworker who collects antique scissors. But statistically, if this habit sticks around, there's a reason FBI profilers pay attention. Number 1, the habit itself. Here it is, animal cruelty. Not accidentally stepping on a bug and crying about it. Not roughhousing with the family dog and getting scratched. We're talking intentional harm. The kid isn't curious about how animals work. They're curious about how animals suffer. And in their head, that's not sad, it's interesting. And yeah, psychologists have receipts. Multiple studies have found that repeated, deliberate harm to animals, especially during childhood, can be an early warning sign for psychopathy. Number 2, the cold, scientific reason why animals. Because they're vulnerable, because they can't snitch, because in the mind of a developing psychopath, they're test subjects, like the tutorial level of cruelty before you move on to the main campaign. If that sounds dark, congratulations. You're still a functioning human being. Number 3, it's not just being mean. There's a universe of difference between a rough kid and the kid who traps a hamster in a shoebox just to watch it panic. The first needs rules and supervision. The second needs a therapist, an intervention, and maybe an old priest and a young priest. Number 4, the emotional black hole. One reason this freaks psychologists out so much: no empathy. Most kids feel bad when they hurt an animal, even if it's accidental. They might cry. They might try to make it better with food or cuddles. The budding psychopath? Nothing. No guilt. Maybe curiosity. Maybe amusement. But no remorse. And without empathy, there's nothing stopping that curiosity from expanding into bigger targets. Number 5, the progression nobody talks about. This doesn't usually stop at animals. It's a slow creep. Small animals first, then larger animals. Then, sometimes, people. Not a big jump overnight. More like turning up the cruelty dial one click at a time, until you don't even notice how far it's gone. Number 6, the "but they seem so normal" problem. Here's the nightmare fuel. On the surface, these kids can look perfectly normal, polite, charming, sometimes even the teacher's favorite. They can smile sweetly at you while holding a kitten like it's a stress ball. You'd never guess they have a private highlight reel of things I've broken. Number 7, why parents often miss it. Parents want to believe their kid is good, so they explain it away. Oh, they're just curious. It's just a phase. Yeah, some phases are braces. Some phases are emo eyeliner. This phase? A possible Season 3 plotline in Mindhunter. Number 8, not every case means doom. To be fair, sometimes animal cruelty is more about desperation than malice. Kids who've been abused, neglected, or traumatized sometimes lash out at animals as a twisted outlet. And yes, With early intervention, that can be redirected. But the longer it goes unaddressed, the more likely that outlet becomes a habit. So, that's the creepy childhood habit linked to psychopaths. If you've seen it, you probably wish you could unsee it. If you've done it, you might want to spend some quality time with a therapist. Because here's the truth. Empathy isn't optional. It's the guardrail that keeps the rest of us from turning into the worst version of ourselves. Lose it, and it's gone for good. And when it's gone, hurting others stops feeling wrong. It just feels like nothing. And nothing is exactly where the scariest people live.